Okay, so as you know, what we plan to do first is we're going to file the claim for damages, which is a complaint against the County of Riverside and also the individual officers. At this time, we do not have the name of the individual officers, but we should get that based on the Freedom Report Act. So after we file the claim for damages, we'll go ahead within the next couple weeks and file the lawsuit. We should be filing that in district court.
And tell me again just what the basis of your claim is.
The basis of the claim just generally is wrongful death claim. And we'll be bringing that claim on behalf of Mrs. Johnson, the widow, and his kids.
And how many kids do you have? 5?
He has 5 kids.
5 kids. And why do you feel this is wrongful death?
Well, this is wrongful death because this is excessive force. The force that can be used by an officer against an individual is and must be objectively reasonable to overcome that resistance. In this case, Mr. Johnson was unarmed. There's no need for an officer to stomp on his chest, leaving a boot print on his chest, and also hit him with batons. If you saw the video that's on YouTube, you'll see in the beginning that there's an officer hitting Mr. Johnson 7 times with a baton. That's excessive force. And of course, Mr. Johnson died as a result of the blunt force trauma to his head and also his bodily injuries.
And you conducted an independent autopsy. How would your results of your autopsy differ from what the Sheriff's Department has released in terms of their injuries in the enlarged heart?
Well, we know that the enlarged heart is absolutely false. There was nothing wrong with Mr. Johnson's heart. Furthermore, our pathologist has stated that the result of Mr. Johnson's death was attributed directly to the trauma to his head, to the multiple beatings. There's hemorrhaging that shows in his head, and that was the cause of his death.
What do you think about the Sheriff's Department's assessment that these officers needed to intervene because they thought he posed a risk by driving away from the scene?
We're still investigating right now. We do not believe at this juncture that Mr. Johnson posed any risk to himself or to the community. And outside of that, it's too early to say what the officers thought, what they believe. We don't have that information at this point in time.
Do you know if he had any prior medical condition or if he was under the influence of anything?
We haven't got the toxicology report back yet, so we can't comment on if he was under the influence. And as far as the prior medical conditions, we believe that he didn't have any.